So this is episode 9. Hello. I am so excited for you guys to hear this conversation between Luann and I. I met Luann at a nail salon, super random, but there was this infomercial that was on, and you guys know those super long commercials that are trying to sell you something, but it's giving like documentary, you know what I'm saying, like OxyClean type shit, right? Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it was his Australian brother or whatever the fuck, and he was trying to sell this, like, I want to say steamer mop brush situation. And I'm in there with one of my friends too, and I'm like, and I just say this out loud because whatever, I don't give a fuck, but I was like, isn't it interesting how they just use all women to promote this product? Isn't that just so interesting, And the woman sitting next to me, Luann, she kind of chimes in and she's like, yeah, that's pretty typical, And then we just kind of start talking, and she gave me a lot of perspective on what it was like for her being a woman and moving through spaces where she didn't always feel like her voice was heard. We kind of touched on Title IX stuff. We go in to talk about just, being a genuine human and how we should be moving through the world, because the world moves so fast, and a lot of times we go through life and we're all about ourselves. We don't take the time to stop and recognize how our actions could benefit somebody else. So anyway, I'm not going to divulge too much. I'm excited for you guys to listen to this conversation. And yeah, so I'd like you guys to meet Luann.
I can remember Title IX. I remember the impact of Title IX. Are you familiar with
Yes.
Title IX is,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
So now there's a big conversation about women's sports and fairness in women's sports, and there are two sides of a controversial issue of it. But all of that was fought for by women that were before your time. So where you came up in high school just going, but all of those, so from this, that gets to you. So when did you play sports?
I did. I actually played in college. So
right.
Yeah.
What did you play?
I played volleyball.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you never really thought about it, whether you could or couldn't. You just came in and it was a norm. And so now as you're entering the workforce, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can do anything. You can't do everything, but you can do anything.
What was that experience like for you, though, when you were in those, big rooms of men, and how did you use your voice?
Well, my father was a captain on the INR freighters.
Wow.
Which made my mom be a single mom in the 60s before that was really a thing.
Okay.
So I was not raised with gender as a barrier or an excuse or anything for what you could do.
Sure.
We were just raised with, if there's a job to get done, you find a way to get it done.
Yeah.
That was just simple.
Yeah.
And when I got out into the workforce in the 80s, Michigan was in a recession, and I ended up in Oklahoma, which was a very southern state. So this is 1981, 2, something like that. And it was very confusing to me because people would expect me to have, for example, babies. Why don't I have babies? They were confused by me, and I was confused by them because that wasn't really where my track was.
Sure.
And I just always had the voice, no matter how scary it was. I just had to say the truth.
What kind of pushback did you get when you were speaking your truth? Do you remember?
Well, so I have evolved.
Sure.
Because when I was young and I was direct, and people would say something, and I would be known to say something like, I can't say that one. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Like I would say
exactly.
something like that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And over time, I was able to say it differently. Say, maybe you need some more information.
Yeah.
What you're saying doesn't represent the truth as I know it. Maybe we need to explore it further. Because especially when you're in political circles, people will say what they need to around the table, whether it was truth or not, and I'm a truth teller.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just say what I need to say, even if I'm scared.
Yeah.
Because it's the truth.
It's the truth.
I don't rewrite history. I don't make things up. I speak from facts, and that's just the way it is.
And how do you think, like, in today's world, like, how has it changed, or what do you make of everything, I guess, going on right now?
Well, I think there's so much that has changed. I just had this conversation with my daughter.
Yeah.
She's 20. She's in
Okay.
college.
Yeah.
And so she follows the WNBA quite.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so she's reading comments that people put out in social media comments. And so what I take on it is everything that I said, I would say to somebody's face. And so if I would say something to somebody's face, I could say it out on social media. I feel like today people don't do that. They don't have either the opportunity or the willingness to say something to somebody's face.
Sure.
But they'll put something out, a one-liner on social media, and often it's very judgmental or negative. Where's the positive spin to it?
Yeah.
They're not open. They don't seem to be open to debate.
Yeah.
And I find that to be something that's adding to the divide of our
It's just
country.
very inauthentic, right? Like,
It
if
is.
you're going to say something and be that way online, you better show up as that in
Better say
person.
it. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And then be able to sit down and listen.
Right.
And if you and I sat down and had a conversation, excuse me, and it was a topic where we were both on different sides of it, it's okay.
Right.
And then you can talk through and you can hear somebody else's side and then say, all right, well, we disagree. And then find the 85% that you agree on and don't let the 15% that you don't agree on divide you.
Yeah. And I think that's what's been so frustrating for me recently, too, is like, I'm just so sick of all the fighting and all the... Yes, it's pretty. Thank you.
But it's not even fighting.
No, but it's just...
one-liner screaming.
Yes, and it's just like, I don't know, I don't know how we got to this point, I guess, and I'm frustrated by that because I've been in rooms and in conversations with people that I didn't agree with, right? But I wasn't coming across harmful because that's just what they grew up in and how they were raised. And I'm here to listen, but not judge, but also help them see another perspective too, without being, you know what I mean, like,
but then you have
negative
to allow
or
them
nasty.
to either run with it or not.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what I tell my daughter is it can be very overwhelming in the noise that's around all of us right now.
Yeah.
For me as well, and I've got decades of being in it. But control the controllables, right? So go back to your sports, control the controllables. And are you making a positive impact on the world? So for example, just now when I came into this building, I immediately looked behind me. Is there somebody else coming behind me that I could hold the door for?
Yeah.
Think about this one. How many times have you been on the highway where you have to go down to one lane? Do you let somebody in? Does somebody else let you in? Or leaving a sports or a theater experience or a concert? Do you allow people in, or are you muscling it all out? Is it all about you? Because that's the stuff that you can control.
Yeah.
I think the good news is that there's far more good in the world than not.
Yeah.
And I think that's something to build on. And if you can get beyond labeling somebody as something, then move on. I like what I was raised on: knowledge, skills, ability, drive, and determination. Not gender, not sex, not preference, not skin color, not anything.
Yes.
It's like, do you have the knowledge, skills, ability? Do you have the drive and determination to get the job done?
Yeah.
And go get it.
Yeah. And just do it.
I love that. And so for you now, that's very exciting for you, my daughter. The world is the world really is yours. And you're still That's not to say you can't be naive. There's
Yeah.
still prejudice out there. There are still people that see things in a narrow way.
Yep.
But you just let your light shine.
Yeah. Yeah. And I
So
think
what is
that's
it? You're in advertising? Is that what you're doing?
well. So actually, I'm in communications. So
Love it.
yep. And I've been learning a lot about social media and authenticity when it comes to marketing and putting yourself out there. And I feel like I'm getting to a point in my life where I'm so sick of hiding behind all the noise and hiding behind trends or whatever it may be. Like, I'm just ready to put myself out there and my creativity and not give a fuck
How do you
anymore.
feel about Pamela Anderson just taking off all of her makeup? Do you know this?
No.
So go look at her. Go on social media, look at her. So
Okay,
she's this
okay.
blonde, gorgeous person. That actress that she was on Baywatch. I mean, just a body.
Sure.
Like, she's just like amazing, beautiful.
Sure.
And all the hair and the makeup and whatever. And
Yeah.
now she's older. She's my age-ish. And she's taken off her makeup. She's gone to like the Met Gala.
Oh, good
no
for
makeup,
her.
right.
Yeah, I
Like,
love
just
that.
be who you are.
Yeah, so like I'm just
authentic. Be
yes,
who you are.
Yes, and I'm just in that state right now, and I'm just opening myself up to like new opportunities and meeting people, and that's why I was so intrigued when we started talking, because it doesn't happen often anymore where people can just sit and have genuine conversations. And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this podcast, is because I wanted...
Tell me about your podcast.
Yeah, I wanted to... Thank you. I wanted to start this because I saw a need for people to recognize that there are genuine people out there, that people can be authentic. And, part of it is going to be me having conversations with people like you and getting to know people. But also part of it is me kind of sharing my lived experience and speak from truth and what I've learned so far in this life. I mean,
what are the top 3 things that you think that you've learned that you could impart on
someone? Okay, wow. Wow. I think one of them is, just rediscovering your voice. And for a long time, I hid behind a mask that I had built up for myself because of what I thought society wanted me to be or what I thought my peers wanted me to be. And I just started recognizing that, that doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to be somebody I'm not. So I was like, I'm done. I gotta find out who I am and what makes me me, and that took a lot of introspection. It took a lot of looking at myself in the mirror and being like, who am I? Who do I want to be? Therapy,
Yeah, therapy.
Yeah.
Helps you because you've got a neutral party that will help guide you through.
Correct.
And then you can make a life that makes sense to you.
Yeah. So probably that so far. I mean, I'm still, I'm still learning and growing. I mean, that's probably not going to change, but
until you die, if you're lucky,
right.
Change is constant.
And I also kind of want to talk about another thing I've been thinking about is like just listening to that inner calling, that inner knowing within you to like go after what it is you want. I feel like we're so structured in society that this is what you have to do. This is the path that you have to follow. But we don't listen to what our inner peace wants, So, but yeah, and I think just talking about the things that people don't talk about, and really discovering that with myself and the mic, and then discovering it with other people.
Here's some food for thought.
Yeah.
What I've seen is there's a lot of science around 11, 12, 13, 14, the changes in puberty.
Yeah.
I don't see enough discussion on the changes from 18 to 25.
Yes.
Because it's significant. Because what you're doing, and you're doing it right now, is you are keeping bits and pieces of what you've learned from your parents, your family, all of that, and you're adding in pieces of what your own life experience tells you, shapes you, and then you become you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you're in the middle of, right?
Yeah.
Now we're on, well down that process.
Yes.
And that's really nice, because then when you can do that, your life is going to be more content, more peaceful.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to meet the needs that you have, your primary needs, whether it's needs for I don't know, I've got a high need for, I like collaboration, I like communication, I like truth, fairness, those kinds of things that I seek in my life, integrity, those types of things.
Yeah. And so I guess like closing this out, what advice would you give to younger women like me or just younger people in general out there?
What you think about and what you talk about brings about.
Yeah. Wow. That's powerful. That hits.
So you have thoughts all the time.
Yeah.
So fill your thoughts with the words that are going to make your dreams come true.
Yeah. Wow.
So as a woman, you can look in the mirror and you can tear yourself apart. You can immediately look at all the things that are, oh, I'm too this, I'm not that, I'm not this, and flip that. And just remember that what you think about and what you talk about is going to bring about.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for sitting here and talking with me. I know this is crazy, but my name's Lana.
Hi, Lana. I'm Luann. I wish you the very best.
Oh, thank you so much.